What's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 3 of my 10-part series of potatoes. Today we're making some home-style fries and not the best attempt at waffle fries. Today we're doing fries. So I'm just gonna start by peeling these 2 potatoes. So we're doing 2 different style of fries today. I'm gonna be doing classic regular fries, and then I'm also gonna be doing some waffle fries too to see which one's better. Let's see, I'm probably gonna use this one for my fries because it's a little straighter and longer. And we're gonna start by just cutting off the sides to make it into a perfect block. Okay, so now that we have it in the shape that we want, it's gonna be a lot easier to cut. We're just gonna do about very skinny fries, maybe quarter to half-inch fries. So we have about 5 fries. Now we're gonna go this way. So this is about the size we're going for here, about right there. Okay, so we have our regular French fries. Next up here, we have a little bit of a crinkle knife. And I won't lie to you, this one's not very, it's not very good. It's not the waviest, so it's difficult to get that really good waffle fry, but I'm gonna use it anyways. I won't lie to you, this is not even working out. This knife just isn't the best. I'm trying my best here for you guys. It's not really working out. I might have just chosen the wrong potato here. I mean, look at this. See, there's a brown spot in the middle. I'm gonna cut from the other end and see if I can get anything better. There's only so much I can do. Definitely is not quite like the machines they use. All right, so not really how I wanted it to turn out, but I think it goes to show you that the regular fries are much easier and quicker. All right, I got 2 bowls of water here. It's important you let them get into water very quickly. If you don't, they're gonna start to turn a little bit red like you see here. The potato's starting to turn a little bit red, and that's because of the oxidation. It's because of the air. So the quicker you get it into that water, the quicker it's gonna keep its color. So we're gonna let these rest up a little bit and take some of that starch out of the fries. After you let it rinse for about 10 to 15 minutes, you're gonna pour it out. I have a tray with some paper towels, and I'm just gonna dry all of my fries off. You want them as dry as possible before you fry or blanch them because, first of all, any water that's on the fries is gonna act up in the oil, which could cause a little explosion or a little fire. And here's our waffle fries. Not very happy with how these waffle fries came out. I think it means that I need to either buy a better crinkle cutter or just stop doing waffle fries. But I'm not gonna waste any of it. Just gonna see how it turns out. Like I said, you want these things to be dry to the touch. You don't want to feel any water on them. It's going to affect the cook for sure. So this is one of the most important steps. Okay, I'm going to let them keep drying for a few more minutes, then it's time to blanch them. You're going to start by filling up a pot with water, and you're going to bring that to a boil. While this is coming to a boil, you're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, along with 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar, and then about a tablespoon of some salt. I'm just going to mix that around. All right, I'm going to place in my fries. We're not cooking these very long at all, about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes, and we just want them to get a little bit translucent. You can see a little bit in there. They're becoming a little translucent. And this blanching is really gonna help the crust of the fry. I'm gonna pull these off. All right, next, I'm going in with the waffle fries. And what's interesting is that some of them were starting to turn a little bit red, but after blanching them, they're back to their normal color. All right, it's been about 1 minute. I'm gonna pull these off. And actually, I'm gonna get some more paper towels. I'm gonna pat these dry as well. Next, you're gonna get another pot, and this time you're gonna fill it up with oil. If you have beef tallow, that's best. However, all I have is canola oil, so that's what I'm gonna use here. And you're gonna need a lot of oil. I'm gonna do about 2.5 quarts, and now I'm gonna get that heat on and bring that up to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me actually get my thermometer on here. Okay, we have the temperature right at about 320 degrees. Now we're gonna cook these fries in batches of about 2 to 3 minutes each. After a few minutes, you'll notice that they have this nice pale color to them. At that point, you wanna take them out. Those are regular fries, and now we're gonna throw in the waffle fries now. After about 2 to 3 minutes, same thing as the fries, you're gonna wanna pull them off. Dry off these fries. And now these are ready to go in the freezer. Again, it's important you pat those fries pretty dry. Layer them flat so that they're not stacked on top of each other. Otherwise, they're gonna probably stick together. Next, I'm gonna take a little bit of some plastic wrap. All right, these are gonna go in the freezer, preferably overnight. You want them to harden up. That's gonna give it the nice crisp flavor. It's going straight from the freezer. into the hot oil. So if you could do overnight, that's preferred. But if you're in a crunch for time like I am, 4 hours should also be good enough. You just want them to get hard and frozen. And I'll check back in with you guys in 4 hours. Ooh, this tray's icy. Yeah, these things are completely frozen, which is exactly what we want. We're gonna go and fry them completely as is. We don't want them to warm up. Get your oil to about 350 degrees. I'm gonna drop these in a little at a time because I'm worried about the oil temperature getting too low. You're gonna fry these for about 2 to 4 minutes at a time. Add in some more here. They're coming along pretty nicely. I'm gonna grab some of these out. While it's still hot, you wanna toss in some salt right away. And don't go crazy with the salt, but it's definitely important to do it right away. Otherwise, it'll have a tough time sticking. Now would also be a good time to add in any other herbs or spices you wanna add. I'm just gonna come in here and actually add a little bit of rosemary and give it another toss. We just made rosemary fries. Oh my God. Pot back on. Next, we're throwing in the waffle fries. Wow, guys. Off the front, I just gotta say the fries look a little bit better than the waffle fries. I think that if you're gonna try and make the waffle fries, it really does help if you have some sort of machine. Obviously I didn't, and they didn't turn out the best. I mean, they're okay, but they almost look like they're more like chips. Let me try it. It's actually really good. My knife obviously wasn't good enough, and it didn't even get the holes in it. If you don't have the right knife or you don't have a machine, I would honestly just stay away from the waffle fries. But now let's look at these things. I mean, these look really good. Let's try it with the ranch. Wow. Might be like the best fry I've ever tasted. That rosemary at the end was actually an insane boost. These fries are better than restaurant level. I mean, wow. I gotta stop. I'm gonna get fat. Boy, these fries will knock your socks right off and put you on the couch. That with a little bit of steak would be like, oh! I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Stay tuned for the next video.